welcome to I Wonder Questions with Sarah. I'm a business owner and mom of four in a neurodivergent household, meaning every single person in our family has some sort of neurodivergent diagnosis. This is part 6 in my series on neurodivergence, and I wanted to talk about some alternatives and how to manage ADHD without medication if that is something you are considering. If you find this information helpful and would like to catch up on past videos and follow along with the series, please like and subscribe. You can also find my free download on the supports that we have implemented in the details. So having ADHD does not mean you are required to use medication or that it's a forever solution. Some people have found the following options to be successful on their own or as an additional support in managing their ADHD symptoms. So behavioral therapy is something that you could definitely consider. Cognitive behavioral therapy, parent support groups and education groups, social skills training, and behavior modification therapy can be some options. They aim to help identify the problem issues and develop some new skills. So come up with new strategies and routines, learn to recognize social cues, or whatever else is identified in that conversation as to helpful. One important thing that I do want to point out is that from the experts on ADHD, with kids, it's crucial to note that they're already trying their hardest. They are doing the best that they can. So offering rewards and punishments for behavior is usually counterproductive. We have definitely experienced this in our own home. Kids will try really hard and they want to earn the stickers, they want to earn the rewards. But when they don't, it results in a blow up that's far worse because they're doubly disappointed. They're upset at themselves because they weren't able to do what was required. And they're upset because they lost out on something that they really want. That is not something at this point that we really do in our family. Consider healthy diet is always important for anyone, but a balanced diet can definitely help support what's happening in the body. It can be hard, especially with kids, to get them to eat a balanced diet. So you can get creative. High quality food supplements, whether that's a pill that you can swallow if you're an adult, or a chewy if you've got kids, shakes, smoothies, all of those sorts of things can help to sneak in some more variety. Reducing sugar and processed foods can help with focus and behavior. I know for us, the first time that our ADHD boy had a red sucker at the bank drive-thru, it was literally like a demon had been released in our car. I had never seen anything like it. We also saw a big impact for when our kids had corn. So popcorn used to be a snack. We learned to steer clear of that because it just did not go over well with them. Of course, physical activity does boost the release of neurotransmitters, which is great. That's what we want. We want the brain to get more of them. Daily walks are great if you are an adult or if you can get your kids out with you after dinner, in the afternoon, whenever you can fit it in. Maybe you're not a gym person. I really enjoy going to the gym. It's because I know that I feel better in my body after. For kids, really intense pushing or pulling or lifting can be a huge benefit. They can haul trash cans out to the street. They can carry all the downed branches from a tree over to a pile, or drag the heavy in the creek to make a dam. Anything like that can be really beneficial. Consistent sleep patterns are crucial. Once our 16-year-old realized how much staying up late every night was affecting them, they created and started sticking to their own bedtime religiously. Establishing that bedtime routine is really important. So things like no screen time for the last hour before bed. Creating a really restful sleep environment is helpful. For us, that looks like fans for white noise, as well as light projectors that maybe do stars or galaxies or twinkle lights, or a really dimly lit essential oil diffuser. Supports. Educational supports are another important thing to put in place for anyone with ADHD, especially for kids. These are important whether they're on medication or not. The school setting is overwhelming. It's a massive amount of stimulus and demands on their brain, but they can definitely succeed when they are supported early and well. There are two types of educational support through the public school system. The first is an IEP, which has specific goals and has some really specific protections legally. And then there's a 504 plan, which is a little more generalized. It does not have the same load and legal protections as a formal IEP. And an unfortunate truth that you might face if your child needs one of these is that not all schools are supportive. And you may need to really work to get them what they need. And they are legally owed in terms of an equal opportunity for education. We went round and round advocating for our kids, and we did eventually end up homeschooling. We don't do it because we're special, because we're skilled, or even because we want to. We do it because our kids were miserable and failing to thrive in the public schools. Some schools specializing in neurodivergent education are few and far between and incredibly expensive, so not an option for a lot of people. And I do have some resources that are in my download. Hopefully these are things that can help point you in the right direction if you're working through this process. Tutoring and academic coaching can be really helpful because every neurodivergent brain is different. I can really help with specific subjects or skills, focusing on getting more organized, managing their time better, and some study strategies for an ADHD brain. Again, these can be costly if your insurance will not cover them, which most will not. But thankfully, with the internet and some online programs, there are great options that are more affordable. Another option to consider if you are trying to go the non-medication route is mindfulness and relaxation techniques. These can be really great for self-awareness and reducing stress. Depending on the age of your child, some of these may be easier to implement than others. So mindfulness meditation helps to focus you in the present, which can help reduce impulsivity and improve concentration. Even short meditations that can be done if you prefer to be sitting or laying down or walking. There's no one right way to meditate. The goal is just to be present and to have zero distractions outside of the self. Yoga and Tai Chi, so physical movement with mindfulness, definitely promotes relaxation and focus. I definitely experienced the benefit of yoga for my ADHD. It requires all of my focus because I'm trying not to fall over. And it is one of the few times where my mind is quiet. Deep breathing exercises, simple breathing techniques can definitely help calm the mind and improve your focus during stressful situations. These can be really easy to teach kids, and there are some completely free apps for adults as well as kids to learn some of those things. Aromatherapy, the use of essential oils to support well-being and mindfulness is not new, but has definitely gained interest as an essential complementary approach and support for managing ADHD symptoms. This has been one of the easiest to implement in our house and is an all age friendly tool in our arsenal. So we've got diffusers scattered throughout the house. I can start them in the morning with something that I know is going to be soothing and focusing for the kids. At bedtime, I switch it out and I can put something calming in to help them wind down. And then we've got some really easy to use little roller type bottles that are in their bedrooms and in their bathroom that they can grab as a need. And there's no one right way to manage your ADHD. It's about what works for you and your loved ones. Heck, in our own family, we have so much genetic similarity, but what works best differs vastly from person to person. So exploring these alternatives can provide a well-rounded approach to managing, give you some option. If you or someone you know are considering some of these alternatives, you want to change up your dosages, make sure you're talking this through with your healthcare professional to find the best approach. If you found this helpful, please like, share, and subscribe. go back. You can find my other videos, or you can find my download of neurodivergent supports free in the notes. Wishing you wellness, Sarah.